Welcome back everyone. I am Jess. I love to travel and surf and make art, but today I wanted to give you some advice and tips for solo traveling. I get a lot of questions about it. It's something that is really intimidating if you've never done it before. If you've been thinking about going on a solo trip and just want a little bit of insight of what you may be getting into or just things to look out for, I got you. So these are tips that I learned on my own travels from making a lot of mistakes and things that I wish somebody told me or some things that I wish I knew before I started solo traveling. So, first tip. Pack light, pack smart. You are the one responsible for your luggage. There are so many stairs in Japan. There are going to be ferries that you need to catch last minute, gate changes at the airport. If you are bringing a lot of stuff and you're solo traveling, you're kind of making it harder on yourself. So, ways to pack light or at least save space. I love packing cubes. They compress everything, and if you do the muddy folding, you can see all the things that you packed and it's organized, and it's just, you need to do this. Also, I try to do only carry-on if I can, because it does make a difference. And another secret tip, I guess, for carry-ons, if it has wheels, which I do recommend because it's gonna get heavy, know that there's gonna be a chance you might have to gate check your carry-on. If it's a soft duffel or something and doesn't have wheels, you probably won't have to gate check even if all of the overhead space is full. They take the wheeled hard side carry-on luggage first. Another method of packing light is to choose your outfits strategically, maybe within the same color palette or with interchangeable pieces. Or what I like to do is look at the events or excursions or whatever I have planned for the trip and make sure I have an appropriate outfit for that. So if it's hiking in the mud, you probably don't want to wear all white and flimsy flip-flops. And if you're going to a temple, you're probably going to want to wear something a little more modest. Just research the culture and the customs when you are planning those outfits. Also, if you pack strategically on your way there, you have more space in your luggage to bring like gifts and snacks and clothes that you like back home. Tip 2. Safety without fear. Well, reducing fear. Solo traveling can be pretty scary because you're out there alone. It's kind of given in the name. I always research a lot about the area before I decide to even book a flight there. Reddit is a great source because people are very honest, and if someone says something that's not true, 10 people will attack them for it. So I'll do my research on Reddit or traveler blogs. Another thing, once you are there, I typically try to talk to the hotel staff or like the on-site restaurant staff, the concierge. I try to find someone that's local and ask them for advice on places to watch out for. Be smart about going home when the sun goes down, or be smart about not walking in like scary alleys. Another thing that's so important for any solo traveler is to carry a portable charger. You never know where your next place to charge something would be, and your phone is kind of your lifeline. Make sure you have a portable charger on you that's charged, so if anything happens, you're out later than you want to be, or you ventured out further than you want, you're still going to have your lifeline. Take screenshots of the important documents like your passport and routes that you know you're going to need to take, your accommodation, contacts. Put it in one album or folder in your phone so everything is just there when you need it, because you never know when Wi-Fi could be spotty. And that's another thing. Tip 3. Use technology to your advantage. I rely on tech to make things smoother. From translation apps, local SIMs or eSIMs, I use Saily, which lets me stay connected in different countries without hunting for Wi-Fi. It lets you get a local eSIM even before you land, so you have data the second your plane touches down. I've been using eSIMs for all my travels for years now, and it's made such a difference not having to stress about finding Wi-Fi or dealing with sketchy airport SIM booths, or even worrying about charging another device like a pocket Wi-Fi. Even just being able to call an Uber or check my location safety without asking strangers, that is a game changer when you're solo. And best of all, you get an exclusive 15% discount on your Saily internet data plan. So download the app, choose your plan, and use the coupon code Miyuki at checkout. And I'll leave the link in the description below. All right, back to the tips. Tip 4, be friendly, but know your boundaries and use your intuition, especially a woman's intuition. It's pretty accurate. Some of my favorite memories do come from chatting with locals or other people at my hostel that are also solo traveling, or cafe owners. And I've made so many friends that are international because we all come together for our shared love of travel. But with that being said, they don't need to know everything about you. Don't talk about where you're staying because you don't know who's listening. This isn't to scare you, but it's to make sure that you are aware that not everybody is going to be a good person with that kind of information. But again, use your best judgment. Okay, tip 5, dress smart. Do a little research. Think about the local customs and culture. It's just respecting the place that you're visiting, because at the end of the day, you are a visitor. Each place will have their own rules. Research them. Also, try to get things or wear things with pockets, especially really secure pockets, like with a zipper or like Velcro closure. I always prefer to have important things on me instead of in a purse, because you could leave your purse somewhere or your purse could get stolen. But yeah, cash, ID, important things, try to keep it on your body. It's gone to the point where when I fly, I wear cargo pants because there's so many pockets. You get your passport, you get your phone, you get change, snacks. Kind of my jam. Tip 6. Let the plan go. Just let it go. You can plan so many wonderful things and none of them might happen. All of them could happen. Just know that plans are allowed to change. You don't have to be rigid about them, and it's going to teach you a lot about resilience and getting back on your feet if something does happen, and you can show yourself that you're calm. You can get through it. I think with solo traveling, it does make you mature quickly because you do have to be very self-reliant when things go wrong, and you see the people that are not experienced in this at airports when you see all these little meltdowns. Some people, I think, are justified in their reactions, but most people, they just need to know that life doesn't revolve around them. And it doesn't. So just plan as much as you can, knowing that things could change. Stay flexible, stay open. Some of my best memories come from plans that didn't work out and I found something else. So, okay, some rapid fire tips if you've made it this far. Always have cash in the local currency with you. I don't know why people don't do it. Download Google Translate and maps offline when you can, or take screenshots. Bring a real first aid kit, not like a flimsy, expired, dried up Band-Aid. That's what I did. I got bit by a fish. I needed a proper first aid kit. Now I have one. Yeah, this was my Christmas present. I mean, if you've seen my videos. I needed wound care stuff, instruments, skin prep, like a proper first aid kit. It doesn't take up that much space anyways. Better to be prepared. Some places have really aggressive fish, I guess. Another tip for solo travel: do all the food tours and crafty tours. They're so fun. The food tours, obviously, you can't take fresh made food back from a country. So that's a really good experience, and they'll probably take you to places that you wouldn't have normally gone to. Also, the tours where you're making stuff like making, custom chopsticks or making a fake parfait. They're pretty fun. Ooh, another one is to journal, take pictures, take videos. Just document your trip, because you'd be surprised how much you forget after you come back. I think it's fun to read back about what I was feeling at the time, because your perspective looking at your trip in retrospect is so different from living those experiences. And if you don't like what you wrote or don't like some of those pictures, you can always delete it, but you can't recreate those moments for you to keep. If that makes sense? So yeah, I think solo traveling is life-changing. People are not wrong when they say that. It's fulfilling, it gives you purpose. It really does teach you so much about yourself. It gives you a new perspective because you're in a different culture and a different environment, and you could look at all the things that you're able to do and be like, this was scary and intimidating and I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I did it. And I don't think you get that kind of accomplishment with a lot of other things. So traveling is a great way to do that. I still do get nervous before solo trips, but it's more out of excitement and less out of fear, I would say. So if you are thinking about that solo trip, take this as your sign. Just be smart, do your research, but you can do it. And thank you so much for watching this all the way through if you did, and following along. I will see you in the next adventure, wherever that may be, solo trip or not. Bye guys.